You know, I think I'll stay right here for a while. I shouldn't have stood up. Look how swollen that ankle is. Resting my twisted ankle, I was sent to Mournhold to get help for Master Rastin, but an Aelit chased me into the swamp. Stupid Aelit. Please, go to our trading post and speak to Tevini Hadran. She could really use your help. Master Rastin went to talk to the leaders of the Mabragash tribe, and never came back. Tevini can tell you more, if you're interested.
I miss Ebonhart. I wish I was home. Master Rastin Vendil is missing. He went into the Mabragash camp to make a trade deal. It seems he, misread the mood of this tribe. Something went wrong. I wish we'd never come to the Vale of the Ghost Snake. Ashlanders, but even more isolated than most, worship some snake spirit. Rastin wants to trade for their unique snakeskin leather. They won't tell me anything right now, probably because I'm part of House Halalu. Maybe they will talk to you. I heard that the Farseer calls the shots, but Rastin dismissed the notion. He wants an exclusive deal for the beautiful leathers the Mabragash make, and he may have overstepped. Rastin was speaking to Gulikan Haranot the last time I saw him. Thank you for agreeing to look for Master Rastin. I'm sure he was going to talk to Gulikan Haranot. Perhaps he can tell you where Rastin's gotten to. I think the Farseer runs the tribe, but Rastin dismissed that idea. He doesn't believe a woman could have that kind of power. I hope he didn't insult her. Anyway, Rastin went to talk to Gulikan Haranot. That was the last time I saw him. Who knows how these places get their names? Ithrini said that the ghost snake they worship is Sithis. Nonsense if you ask me. All I know is that big snakes slither near the swamps. They looked very real to me, not ghostly at all.
What can the Mabragash do for you, outsider? Outsiders have no place here. The House Hlalu Highlands should pack up and go. The trader is in Farseer Bodani's hands now. That thought has also crossed my mind. You think like a wise woman. I like that. The trader insulted the Farseer and her anger has blinded her to such consequences. Talk to wise woman Iru Ahan. She may be able to help you. If you must. We don't make up stories just to frighten outsiders. This Vale is an ancient place, protected by an ancient entity. The Mabragash have served that entity for many generations. That ignorant outsider, let's just say that he mocked us and made the Farseer very angry. He will serve the ghost snake. The Farseer will make sure of that. We do not welcome outsiders, but we treat them with courtesy if they respect our ways.
You are not one of the women from the Hlalu outpost. What do you want? The merchant isn't your concern. His fate is in the hands of the Farseer and the Ghost Snake. Still, something disturbs the Veil. I thought it was the merchant, but now the signs and portents point to you. The signs and portents are all around us, influencing events. Can you not see them? If you want my advice, you should... Wait, what's that? Your presence has aroused the Serpent Bound. Find the Serpent Bound. Hurry!
What madness is this, restless spirits? Why have you left the sanctity of the coiled path? Be calm, spirits. Trust in the wisdom of the Ghost Snake.
This is an outrage! I want to speak to the man in charge of this tribe, you crazy woman!
Another outsider. But this one... I have seen this one in my visions. We must speak. I'm not sure if I should welcome you or curse you. This fool has pestered our hunters, importuned our wise women, and insulted me by demanding to speak to the man in charge of our tribe. I brook no challenges to my authority, or disruptions to the Veil. I was going to take him to the Ghost Snake, but all that changed when you arrived. I have seen a vision of you upon the coiled path. You have a role to play in deciding the fate of this man and our Veil. There is something unusual about you. I sense it, and certainly the Ghost Snake knows of you. Talk to this man. Take his measure. Then speak to me when you're ready to face the trial of the Ghost Snake.
I'm a master trader from House Hlalu. I'm welcome everywhere, but these people want to sacrifice me to some snake. How should I know? I'm an honest merchant. I just wanted to set up a little trade agreement with the tribe. They make some gold, we make some gold, everybody wins. Next thing I know, they tie me up and act like I committed some crime. I was soaking up the local flavor, if you know what I mean. These Mabragash ladies are lovely, but my flirting made that witch Badani mad. Besides, they refused to let me speak to the man in charge. Why are they being this way? Well, I did ask the Farseer to summon her boss and get me a glass of Shane, but I asked nicely and everything. Don't let them feed me to the snake. I didn't do anything wrong. I hope she listens to reason. She acts like she's in charge, but she wouldn't even listen to my proposal. Trade proposal, mind you, not a marriage proposal. Those snake hides would earn them plenty of gold for all of us.
Back inside.
Of course. Care to join me? Oh, never mind. I'm going.
Are you going to walk the coiled path?
I see shifting shadows, and what do you think of that, man? Yet he managed to offend and insult nearly everyone. My visions tell me that you will decide this man's fate, as well as the fate of my tribe. You will walk the coiled path and seek counsel with the Ghost Snake. Follow the coiled path to the Fang Spires. Collect exactly 8 bog rats along the way to make a proper offering. Few ever reach the spires. Serpent-bound ghosts will challenge you every step of the way. They already sense your presence. The vision I had was strong. Your choices determine the fate of merchant and Mabragash alike. But you must speak to the Ghost Snake. The coiled path begins just outside the village, but know that the serpent-bound will block your way. The Ghost Snake has a taste for bog rats. They make a proper offering, but only if you bring exactly 8 of the plump creatures to the Fang Spires. Do not question the will of the ghost snake. Besides, that's exactly the number of rats that fit in the bag I gave you. More than that, I cannot say. The mystery of the sacred number is not for the ears of an outsider. The vision I had was strong. Your choices determine the fate of merchant and Mobrigosh alike. But you must speak to the ghost snake. The coiled path begins just outside the village, but know that the serpent bound will block your way.
Your offering pleases me. The warm blood was sent by those who honor and protect this veil. Most curious. Every path leads in two directions, into light and into darkness. Light and dark, good and evil, sunlight and shadow. Two sides to all things, little warm blood. Let me show you. The warm blood is skillful and cunning. The Marbrigash must make their own choices. Connect with the world outside or remain isolated. It is never only light or shadow. As long as they honor my kin and I, they are free to do as they please. Some can stay isolated in the Veil, or some may choose the outside world. Two sides of the same path. The merchant's presence has already changed the Veil. What happens next is inevitable. I am the ghost snake. I am both constant and ever-changing. One thing to you, another perhaps to the Marbrigash. Aid the Marbrigash as you will. The choice is yours to make. I can send you back to the Farseer. She waits for you at her tent.
walked the coiled path and survived? Has the ghost snake spoken? Ghost Snake is wise, but inscrutable. I had hoped he would demand that we bring the merchant to him. It's no coincidence that you arrived at the same time as the merchant. You are bound up in this. You must help us decide. I crafted a snake totem representing the entwined fates of the Mabrigosh and the merchant. Get it from my tent. I will have the merchant brought here. A decision must be made. Our fate depends upon it. Now you must choose. If the Mabrigosh are to remain isolated, place the totem in the fire. If we are to change our ways and trade with the Hlalu, give the totem to the merchant. He will remain in the Vale, serving the ghost snake. I know only that it will change us. Whether for good or ill, only time will tell. Seek guidance where you would. Speak to my people, the merchant, or even the merchant's assistant if you wish. But then you must choose.
I'm a respected House Hlalu merchant. How dare they treat me this way? So they treat me like some sort of criminal? I've been nothing but respectful, and trade would help them. Of course I benefit. I'm a merchant. Trading is what I do. How about this? Propose a limited trade agreement on their terms, and I'll agree to keep other traders away from the Vale.
What's your step among the Mabrigash, outsider? Rastan claims things won't change, but I don't trust him. If you ask me, the Hlalu are just one step above thieves. If it were up to me, Rastan would have quietly disappeared the first night he arrived here. But you're the one making the decision, not me.
I knew a woman would successfully navigate the coiled path. At first, I just wanted the merchant to go away. But I've been thinking, perhaps it wouldn't be so bad to deal with the outside world. No, many are set in their ways and fear change. But if we're cautious, we may benefit in the long run. I've spoken to some of the Mabrigosh wise women. They've been perfectly polite. I've been on the receiving end of Rastan's vaunted charms a time or two. I'm not surprised he managed to offend every woman in the Vale. I wonder if the Farseer would consider another option. I don't wish Rastan ill, but I have an idea. They let Rastan live, as long as he promises never to speak of the Vale or return here. Then they sign a trade agreement with me. They deal with me, and I keep other Hlalu traders away. It's a mutually beneficial arrangement. Everyone wins. Rastan doesn't end up as snake food. I gain prestige among the Hlalu, and Mabrigosh can limit the amount of influence the outside world places on the Vale.
Our fate rests in your hands. By your next action, our fate will be sealed. If the Mabrigosh are to grant access to the Vale, give the totem to the merchant. If we are to remain isolated, tending the veil without outside interference, burn the totem in the fire. My vision was clear. Your actions will affect our future, perhaps in ways we cannot yet see. Tevini spoke with Iruahan and made that same suggestion. A sly ploy. Clever. I admire that. I would be willing to deal with a smart woman who respects and understands our ways. Roston will remain our guest while we finalize details with the female trader. We have ways to make sure he never speaks of us again. But have no fear. He will be released shortly. Pity. He would have served the ghost snake well.
Turn back, traveler. There was an explosion, and now Selphora is overrun. I was injured trying to get to the inn. I don't know what happened. The elders were gathered in the center of town. Then there was a flash, and suddenly, spirits were everywhere. So many people died, but they remain here as angry and vengeful spirits. I think so, but probably not far. I need to go to the inn. That's where survivors were gathering.
Elenisi? Thank the three you made it. We feared the worst. Have you brought help?
It was a close call. I'd be dead if not for this traveler's assistance.
You've chosen a bad time to visit Selphora, stranger. Spirits roam the streets and unquenchable fire consumes the town. Selphora is lost.
Don't be too hasty, Meldris. Our new friend is powerful. I've seen what the traveler can do. I never thought I'd be so happy to get back in this inn. I think so. At least for the moment. But we're worried there are other survivors still outside. There's a temple on the hill overlooking the town. We're hoping that others have found sanctuary there. We're no match for ghosts. I barely survived skirting the edge of town. None of us would make it there. Yes, I saw how you handle yourself. I know you can make it. It's on the other side of the bridge. There's a staircase to the south of here, but I can't tell you if the path is safe or not.
Thank you for rescuing Elenisi. I hope you can help us.
How can I work in these... Hello, traveler. I'm Selphora's healer. Not that it means much now. This disaster has left me short on supplies. All I've got left are bloody rags and soothing words. Almost everything. Herbs, poultices, bandages. We weren't prepared for this. There are supplies scattered throughout Selphora.
You saved the woman. You have my thanks. Yes, that is true. My suffering follows a different path. I'm cursed to only observe. My thoughts, my memories, they're a jumble. I think there may be a way to save the town. It's so hard to remember. I can't. It's as if a fog covers my past. I know I am cursed, and little more. This is my home, and I must watch this suffering. If the veil lifts from my mind, I'll tell you what I can. There was a decanter, somewhere in the temple below. Its water was holy. You have seen the strange fires throughout town? I remember that much. Maybe this liquid can quench those flames. I fear I don't know for certain. So many things I don't know. You'll have to test it. See if the water will work on the magic fire within the chamber of the tree. Look for a brazier of unnatural flame. When Saint Veloth came to Resdain, what Morrowind is now, he planted the seeds of his homeland. Only the Tree of Somerset survived. This temple was built around it. Strange. Why do I remember this clearly, when all else is fog? Be wary, stranger. My heart tells me spirits aren't the only things left in the wake of Selfora's destruction.
Selfora is dead. You will not save her.
You gained the decanter. There was an echo here, but now it is silent. The defilement begins to lift from Selfora. The fog begins to clear, but so many memories rush in. What you fought was an echo of Magistrix Vox. She left it here to bind the spirits to this place, part of her punishment of Selfora. There's something you must see. Praise to the three Magistrix Vox. To what do we owe the honor of your
I
visit?
bear the hammer of Veloth, priest. I have come to rally my people against the taint of the three.
What are you saying, Vox? Have you gone mad?
Mad? You want to see mad? Let me show you true madness.
I have shown you everything I can remember. I remember my death, but that is the past now. You have more pressing matters to deal with than to listen to a ghost's stories. You have the decanter now. There are two people still trapped in the town, a young man and a woman, but the magical fire closes in on them. Yes, that should work. Find the houses in which they are trapped and save them.
Who are you? How did you get past the flames? You don't have to tell me twice.
I knew someone would come. I never gave up hope. It's close by. Now that the fire's out, I should be able to make it.
My mother and brother are safe, and I have you to thank. Praise the three they survived. So not every spirit in Selphora is filled with hate? Then I am thankful to it that my mother and brother are still alive. My father, Tidin Thalin. No one has seen him since the catastrophe struck. Was he at the temple? Maybe he went to the town hall. It's usually locked. Here, take this key. Please, he might be hiding there. He might be injured.
Were you able to find any supplies? Thank the three, and thank you, friend. Now I can do something to help these injured people.
Tedin's gone, I'm afraid. I'm all that remains of his too short life. I was. What's the proper way to say that when you're dead? Don't be. You saved my family. And you can do something more. You can save Selphora. With the decanter, it can do much more than put out magical fires. It's a vessel for spiritual energy. Ah, so much to explain. Understand this. The echo of Vox that you fought earlier isn't gone. It's my jailer and tormentor. I'm chained to it, but it's also chained to me. Go to the crater in the middle of town. When you get there, I'll summon Vox's echo. Defeat the echo again, but this time, draw it into the decanter. This is where our end began. I showed you Magistrix Vox's arrival and how she demanded we join her. Treason! We would not do it. When we refused, she decided to make an example of us. She used St. Veloth's judgment to tear a hole in Selphora. And then, in an instant, the souls of half the townsfolk were ripped from their bodies. They flew into the hammer. She left nothing but twisted remnants of those souls behind, as guardians of sorts. Undo? No. Soothe? Maybe. But first, you must defeat the Echo of Vox. It holds the corruption here. It's the poison in Selphora's wound. Prepare yourself. The Echo of Vox approaches. Come forth, Echo of Vox. Come forth, vile parasite. Taste your...
How dare you summon me, demon? You shall suffer for this outrage.
You did it! The Echo of Vox is defeated, and the fires and spirits have dissipated. With Vox's echo gone, I am free. Tell my family I love them. Tell them to carry on.
We heard a commotion outside. What happened? Did you find my father? Oh no. Is it about father? He's dead, isn't he? No! Tell me he's all right. Please! He never abandoned his principles. My father was a stubborn but good man. Oh, Father. He was the best man I've ever known. What will we do without him? Carry on? Oh, Father. We'll try, but we'll miss him so. At least we know what happened. Thanks for freeing us from this horror.
There is no help here.